Today is a very exciting day because I cannot wait to share with you all my entire Chanel handbag collection video. I know that this is one of my most requested videos, so I'm so excited to share with you all of the handbags. I also wasn't sure if I should also include like shoes and ready to wear in this. So if you want to see that, like I can do a part 2, let me know down in the comments below. But today I just decided to focus on handbags. Also, let me know if you all want to see my full handbag collection video. I know I've had some requests for in the past, but you know, it's a big video to film. So if you want it, like I'll do it, but you just let me know down in the comments below. But regardless, let's start out with the handbags. And I normally don't do an order. Like I normally just like pick them up as I go, but today I decided to do something fun and we are going to go in the order of the rainbow. So it's an interpretive rainbow, but it's a rainbow that I think that makes sense. So we are starting out first off with a gorgeous Barbie pink Chanel square mini flat bag in this beautiful Barbie pink leather with silver hardware. Now this is a bag from 2019 and I love this bag. You know, I was unsure about lambskin leather, you know, once I started buying Chanel, and honestly, this has not really gotten any more wear on it since I got it. Now, I bought this bag pre-loved from Fashion File, and it was during, you know, the height of all of the craziness with all of the Chanel price increases. I think I bought this in either like 2021 or 2022, but I believe I paid, no, not I believe, I know I paid less than $4,000 for it. And I believe at the time that I got it, it was $4,000 for a square mini. So I felt really good that like I got myself a little bargain. But I feel really good about getting this bag when I did, and I'm just so happy with how it's worn. It had a little bit of like corner wear when I first got it. You can see it here, and it's not really spread. So overall, I'm very happy with the leather. Like the rest of the leather looks pretty good. You know, there's a little bit of wear on the back pocket, but nothing too bad. I think that this bag is great. Unfortunately, I don't wear this bag as like an everyday bag. It's just a little bit too specific, honestly. I think, you know, living in San Francisco, I've said it 1,000 times, it's a very casual city. We wear a lot of like dark neutral colors and puffer jackets. So this definitely stands out. But anytime I'm wearing a pink outfit, anytime I can work this in, I definitely do. I think one thing that would help me wear this bag more would be if I had a pair of like small silver hoop earrings that I really liked. I've got one kind of like cheap, you know, like meh pair that I don't really love wearing. So I don't really wear my silver hoops that much. I've got a big pair of sterling silver hoops that I love, but they're also very big. So again, a bit more specific. I think if I had a pair similar to this type of size, maybe like the Coco Crush ones, those could be more of like some everyday silver earrings that I wear, then I'd be able to wear this bag a lot more. But for some reason, even though I don't mind mixing metals, this just feels a little like off to me. But regardless, I do love this square mini. It's been a great bag for me and I'm very happy to have this bag. Next up, we have this amazing little single flat bag. So it is a seasonal bag. It's not a classic flat, and it is in this iridescent, you know, holographic fuchsia goatskin leather, which I love because it's incredibly durable, way more durable than lambskin. And I purchased this bag from the Chanel at Neiman Marcus here in San Francisco. And I am so happy about this bag, not just because I love it, right? It's just a fun, like girlish type of bag. It's great to wear out, fun to wear on dates. I just love it. Because it was a seasonal bag, you know, it's not a classic flap. Like if you open it up, you can see that it doesn't have the double flap on the inside. It doesn't have, you know, the Mona Lisa pocket. There's no zipper pocket here at the top. So this is just a single flat bag. This ended up being a way better price than a regular classic flap. This, I believe, was right around $4,000, and a classic flap, like in the small size, is like $9,000, $10,000 these days. So I feel like girl math, I got like over half off on this bag. And even though it's like a bright color, like it is specific, I still feel like this is a really versatile bag because of the strap. It comes with a very long chain strap, and it's got, you know, the typical like woven Chanel leather throughout. So if I want, I can wear the bag, you know, on my shoulder, I can wear it crossbody, or if I want, I can actually double up the chain and wear it with like a little shorter shoulder strap, which is really nice. So this is actually the way I wear it a lot of the time, just like cute under the arm little bag. I also like the fact that it's got, you know, silver hardware, but again, kind of similar to my other pink one with silver hardware. I do wish I had a little bit more silver jewelry to match with it since I do have a lot more gold. So I feel like doing this video is just reminding me that I really need to get a pair of silver hoop earrings to match my beautiful Barbie core bag. Next up, we have my newest Chanel bag that I added to my collection. I got this sometime last year in 2024. I'm not sure exactly when, but I got this bag from Fashionphile and I got it for a steal. I got it for less than $4,000, which is an amazing deal. But I'm sure that right now you could find some even better deals on Fashionphile because we know the secondhand market is struggling. But I got, yes, another square mini classic flap, but I feel like this one's different because it is in chevron leather. It's in this beautiful like corally reddish color, and this does have champagne gold hardware. I've said this before on my channel, I love the champagne gold hardware. I feel like it's such a chameleon because it goes with both silver and gold, so I don't have that like hesitation that I have with some other bags where like with the silver ones, I feel like sometimes I need some silver jewelry. This one's nice because it can kind of go either way, so it does make it pretty versatile. I would say I probably haven't worn this one as much as I thought I would have, and I'm not sure why. But I don't know, maybe it's just not been top of mind for me because I have gotten some other bags recently. So I definitely need to make sure that this one gets in the rotation because this is just such a fun little pop of color. And you'll notice, obviously, since I've got two square minis, that means that I like the shape and the size. I think that the shape is great of it and it fits a good amount in there. And I also like that I think you can more comfortably fit sunglasses in a square mini than you can in a rectangular mini. So it's a really nice bag to bring when you want to make sure you can bring some sunglasses and your phone, like, and some cards and stuff. You can make sure that you fit it all in there, which is wonderful. But this one's in lambskin leather too, and honestly, I feel like this one has worn so well. I got really lucky when I got it that it was pretty much in impeccable condition. You can see there's like not really any type of wear on it, like not even on the back hardly. So I think that this one's worn really well, but like I said, I probably haven't worn this one as much as my other Chanel bags. So I also really haven't had the opportunity, I guess, to mess this bag up. But I just love bags from like 2019 and earlier from Chanel because I feel like the leather is such good quality. I think it's a lot better quality than the ones you can get in the store today. Don't get me wrong, I still buy bags from the store today, but if I can get an older bag, I am always happy to do so because they wear so well. And moving on to a bigger bag, here we have my medium classic flap. This is also in a corally red color. It's honestly very similar to the one that we just looked at. Like this one is slightly darker, but you can see, you know, obviously I've got a type and I do love red with like a goldish hardware. Now this one does have the age gold hardware, which is just beautiful. I mean, I say this all the time, but it makes my little Persian heart go pitter patter. I love gold, I love red, so this is just a beautiful bag. Now, I got this one from The Real, and I believe I paid somewhere between like $5,000 and $6,000 for it. This was one that I literally ordered like days before a price increase was happening. In fact, I think I did like a panic shopping vlog where I literally went to Chanel and almost bought this exact bag from the boutique, but the one in the boutique was stained. And I was like going to all these different Chanel locations to try and find a new classic flap before the prices increased. I was unsuccessful, but that day I think I went home, ordered this one from The Real, and it came and it was literally like less than what I would have bought it for in the store. So I felt like it all worked out the way it was supposed to work out. And then the prices then went up like a few days later. So I felt like I got a really good deal on this bag. And I will say, I don't wear this bag every day, but I'm very happy to wear it when I wear it, if that makes sense. This is not an everyday bag for me, but this is more of an occasional bag. I think it's not an everyday bag, obviously because of like the color of it. It's just bright, you know, like red and gold. I love it, but it doesn't always match like all of my outfits. I think if I had medium classic flaps in other colors, those would definitely be like some everyday bags. If they were in some more neutrals, I think I would get a lot more use out of them. Or also if they were in like caviar leather, I think I'd wear them more. But I'm fine with this not being an everyday bag. I love it for when I need it. It's just like a great way, I think, to really dress up an outfit. Like if you're feeling too casual for some reason, throw this on and it immediately feels more dressed up. I also like because the size is great. You can fit more in it. You can get sunglasses in it. You can get some extra bits and bobs in there that don't fit in some of like the smaller bags. So this is a wonderful bag. And I just feel like a lot of times, like people say like the medium's too big, but if I'm 5'3" and I love the medium, I just don't see how it can be too big on anyone because I think it's a great size. Now we're moving to my one and only wallet on chain. And this was actually the very first Chanel bag that I bought directly from the boutique. I bought this from the Chanel in Neiman Marcus, and I believe this is from the 20S collection, and it is in caviar leather with silver hardware. I adore this bag. Now, I used to wear this bag a lot more than I do currently, but if I'm being honest, I think that's because there's another Chanel bag, which I'm going to show you soon, that I think has kind of taken the place of this one in a way. Although the bags aren't super similar, you'll know what I mean when I show you. But this has been a wonderful bag for me. I love the boys style Chanel wallet on chains because I think that they're a little bit like bigger and hardier than the regular wallets on chain. And I just love the fact that like the hardware feels so substantial on them. It's one complaint that people have with the Chanel wallet on chain is that sometimes the CC feels like a little underwhelming or just like too small. But like here, you're getting full beautiful hardware. You're getting a full CC here. It's just such a fun little bag. I know it's not one that's like everyone's cup of tea because it is green, and obviously not a lot of people love green bags, but you all know how much I love green bags. And this is a great one, especially for like if you're going traveling and if you want to explore the city but you don't want to carry a lot with you, this is a great one. Also, I love wallets on chain because they fit easily like underneath a bigger coat. So if you're worried about safety and security, a wallet on chain is definitely the way to go because you can easily conceal it. I know some people say that they like throw wallets on chain like into a bigger bag. I don't really do that. It feels too bulky for me to do that, but it's definitely like a really great standalone bag, and I'm just very happy that I have this one. Now here's the bag that I think kind of took the place of my wallet on chain. Even though they are clearly very different bags, right? Like this is not the same bag style at all. They are both green. And I think, you know, green is obviously like a very specific color, but you all know how much I love it. I wear green all the time. And this one just really has my heart. I adore this Coco handle. So this is a Chanel mini Coco handle, although I've explained this in videos before. They've changed all the sizes, and so I don't know actually what the name of this size is called anymore. But once upon a time, this was the second smallest size. So this was a mini. I don't know what it is now. It's in caviar leather. It's got champagne gold hardware, and I bought this from the Chanel boutique in San Francisco, like the standalone boutique, like on Geary. And this is from the 22A collection, so Métier d'Art. And what's funny was that I remember when that collection came out, a lot of like all the bags you saw online and on YouTube, they were really focusing on like the pinks of that collection. Like there was a fuchsia and a light pink, and also there was like a purple. Those were all the big colors. I didn't even know that there was another color like in that season, and it was green until I went into store. So I just share that because obviously like on YouTube, like here, like we share whatever it is that we find either online or in stores, but all stores are different. They get different assortments. And so, you know, you should still go to your stores even after you watch the YouTube videos because you never know what you're gonna find. I was totally shocked when I found this. I just fell in love immediately. I've talked about how this is one of my most used bags. You guys are probably so sick of hearing me talk about it, so I won't go on and on. But overall, it's a great bag. It fits a lot in it. I love the top handle, and I love that the strap on top, it's detachable, so you can just take it right off if you want to, so you can just carry a top handle. I mean, what a cute little ladylike little bag this is when I take off the strap. Look at it. Look how cute she is. So this is one of my favorite bags, definitely like one of my top 3 Chanel bags, I think. So I really love this one. Now we are moving on to the very first Chanel bag that I ever bought, ever. And I did not buy this directly from the Chanel boutique. Obviously, you can tell that this is a vintage beauty. I got this from Chris Consignment on Polk Street here in San Francisco. It's this little like timeless CC camera bag. And I love this bag, but I have to admit I am so precious with it because it is obviously this beautiful dark green suede color. I am very worried to mess up the suede, so I very rarely wear this bag. Honestly, I like do the bag a disservice by not wearing it, but I'm just always self-conscious about like if I'm going to like a restaurant or something, is it somewhere where the bag could get spilled on or something like that? So it's only when I'm going to like a very civilized like coffee or lunch date that I wear this bag. But this is what has instilled a love of like vintage Chanel in me. Look at this 24 karat gold plated hardware. Look at this type of detailing. This is not what you would find on Chanel bags today. It's so beautiful. And it's just like hefty. Like this is like, it's weighty. Like it doesn't make a sound, but it's just, it feels luxurious. And so I really need to be better about like making allowances to wear this bag. But another reason I love it is that the strap is not too long. This was before Chanel made straps that like went down to the ground. This is a much more reasonable drop length for me. So I love wearing this both shoulder and crossbody. It fits my body nicely because I'm on the shorter side. So this is just, it's just a beautiful bag. I love it so much. I am so fortunate to have this vintage bag. And I really feel like I need to get like more vintage Chanel bags. So stay tuned and see, who knows, maybe I'll start being back on my Chanel bandwagon again, but I just love this bag so much. I can't help but want more vintage Chanel. Now here we are moving on to arguably one of my favorite Chanel bags that I own. I think between this one and like the green Coco handle, I think they're kind of tied for like number one, number two, if I'm to be honest. But this is my small Chanel classic flap in this beautiful blue caviar leather with champagne hardware. This was actually the first classic flap that I purchased from Chanel, and it is what started my love of classic flaps. You can see I've got quite a few, so your girl's got a type. She knows what she likes. But this is from the 21P collection, and what's amazing is I've obviously raved about this bag over the years. You'll have seen it on my channel a lot, and I am shocked at how many of you have told me you have went and sourced this exact bag after seeing it on my channel. Like, I just always felt like blue wasn't that popular of a color, especially like with women and stuff, that maybe it was like, I don't know, too masculine or something. But I knew I loved it. It's like this beautiful like periwinkle type of blue. But like seriously, I can think of at least like 5 of you that have been like, I've bought this exact bag because of you. Like, you sent me the details and I went and found it on the preloved market. So if there are any of you that got this bag, either because of me or not because of me, comment down below, because I know there's like this little blue crew of us. But this is a fantastic bag. I love the caviar leather. It's worn so well. I will say it is starting to show some wear on the back pocket a lot, like back here. That part's not great, but I do think that the corners still look really nice. Like, the corners on this bag look fantastic. So that part I can't complain about. Obviously I got this in 2021, and that was around the time where Chanel quality really did start to have like a drastic step change. So I just am very fortunate that this one's still okay. I mean, who knows? But I am always just like hesitant to buy from the store now because you just don't know. But I did get obviously these two from the store, and they have just been incredible in terms of quality. So I just think as long as like you know how to pick them, like pick something that feels like durable and resilient and all of that, I think that's like kind of a good approach to go. I see a lot of newer Chanel bags these days where even like the hardware, they're calling it like all aged gold. And really, I'm like, no, it just means that you didn't want to finish the hardware properly and you're just calling it aged gold. I feel like those bags I kind of stay away from are the ones with like a lot of enamel detailing. Those ones I don't think are going to wear well over time, but TBD. I could just be being a hater. I could be wrong, but I still love this small classic flap. I think it is the perfect size. It fits everything I need in it. And again, you can wear it like a shoulder bag, you can wear it crossbody, you can wear it short, you can wear it long. I mean, you can just wear this bag so many different ways. I think currently, just like with a lot of you all, my favorite way to wear it is like this. I just like a little shorty right here. But if you ever need to be like totally hands-free, you know, you can just crossbody it and like bend over, do whatever you need to do. So it's a wonderful bag and I love this one. Now we're moving on to a very special bag because this is not just a navy rectangular classic flap bag, but it is a caviar one. And as we know, Chanel unfortunately discontinued caviar in their regular mini classic flap bags back in 2018. I think that that was like a huge mistake, and I really do not understand why, because to me, caviar leather, it's the GOAT. It is the most hard wearing, it is the most durable. I think it's great. I do not know why they stopped making it, but that means that on the preloved market, anytime you find a caviar rectangular mini or square mini, both of them, I mean, they're like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. And I remember I was able to get this, I believe for like $4 something. So overall, this was a very good price. Also, navy is just like a fantastic color. It's very easy to wear with a lot of different things. I like also like the navy and silver combo. I think those two look beautiful together. One thing that's really sad is that a lot of you all know that I, once upon a time, had a matching card holder. Obviously, I bought this from the preloved market. I think I got it from Fashion File, if I remember correctly. Either that or the Real Real. But I also then in store found a navy caviar leather card holder with silver hardware, and so I snapped it up. that card holder was unfortunately stolen from me. It was one day when I had checked my luggage, like, you know, when you check out of a hotel in the morning and you're still there for a few hours. It actually happened at a really nice hotel down in LA. I should have known better than to leave it in like a tote bag that I had checked with them, but unfortunately I came back, the wallet was gone. So I no longer have the matching wallet, but navy is like a pretty common color for Chanel. So, you know, next time they come out with navy, I will be happy to go and get another matching card holder to go with this one. I do like getting matching card holders for my bags whenever I'm able to, but it's just hard because a lot of times, like either that season they didn't come out with the bag and the card holder in the matching set, or if they did the card holder in lambskin. I won't buy a lambskin card holder. There is just no point. Card holders, they get tossed about, they get thrown around, you know, they're all like jostled up inside of your bag. So there is no point for me personally to get a lambskin card holder. Like I know when I got my green Coco handle, they only had lambskin, so I didn't buy it. But as you all know, I was actually able to get that color green in a Ferragamo card holder. So I have that one now, which is great. So I try whenever I get Chanel bags to get a set, but unfortunately sometimes the set just isn't possible. Next up we have my very classic black caviar leather small classic flap, and you are gonna die when I tell you when this bag is from. This bag is a 10 series. So that makes it from like the 2005, 2006 era. That means this is basically vintage now because it takes 20 years for something to be classified as vintage. And it's wild because I got this bag from Fashion File, and some of you like OG members of the family, you know this story, but this bag actually came with a lot of its original packaging, and it came with the original tag from Bloomingdale's on it. So you will die when I tell you how much this bag cost in store back in the early 2000s. $1,475. Oh my gosh, you literally like can't even buy a wallet on chain for that price nowadays. So I love the fact that someone was able to get this beautiful bag for such a good price, but also the fact that they kept it in such good condition. Look at this hardware. Look at what good condition it is. Look at the back of the bag. Like, this is incredible. The only issue I have ever had with this bag is that the chain, like, you know, the termination point where they stitch the chain so that it goes all the way around, it actually came undone. So see right here where the leather is attached, so that way it's like a continuous loop, this part came unstitched. And now I actually just took this to Chanel and they repaired it for me. What was interesting was that they told me there was gonna be a cost since I didn't buy the bag from them, but I went, I picked it up, they never asked me for any money, and I asked, like, do I need to pay anything? And they were like, nope, you know, it's all taken care of. So that was actually a really nice surprise. I know, like, I'm pretty hard on Chanel, a lot of us are, because we have a lot of frustrations, but I was really happy with the fact that they fully fixed my bag. Like, they sent it away to get, like, restitched and didn't charge me anything for it. So I thought that was really nice. But another really cool thing about this bag is that because it's older, it does not have the burgundy or maroon interior that most black Chanel classic flaps do. Now we all know Chanel's all about a story, right? And so the reason she made the inside of the bags burgundy is because it was the color of her little uniform when she was an orphan. Oh my God, that's like a lot. But that's why a lot of the bags have burgundy on the inside. We know for a long time I was not the biggest fan of burgundy, and I think more specifically I don't like burgundy and black together like that. So I was always looking for one that was all black on the interior. I'm so glad I found one, and I adore this bag, and I just love it even more because of the fact that it's so old and it is in such good condition. This is one of my favorite bags, and for a long time was actually one of my most used bags. I think because I've bought a few bags lately, this one's kind of like fallen out of the daily rotation a little bit. But I'm sure she'll be back because I really do love this bag. And finally, we are going to round out my Chanel handbag collection with a bag that you all know I have a very love-hate relationship with. It's probably bad to end on such like a bittersweet note. But this is my rectangular mini classic flap bag from the 2021A Métier d'Art collection. I've been so conflicted on this bag. Even looking at it, I just get annoyed when I see all of the wear on it. That's why I don't like it. This bag has worn so terribly. I mean, the leather is just, the back of it is like in shambles. Look at it. It looks like there's dirt all over it. No, that's not dirt. It's just the paint rubbing off of the leather. You can even see right here, the corners. I mean, they just look so beat up. The trouble is that it doesn't really make sense for me to sell this bag because I wouldn't really make my money back on it. And I actually did pay a premium on this bag. So I got this one from Fashion File, and I believe I spent around, I hate to admit it, but like over $5,000 on this. I think it was closer to like $5,500. If I tried to sell this bag now in its current condition, I mean, I don't know what I'd get, but it wouldn't be a lot of money. It'd be like $3,000 maybe if I'm lucky, maybe even less than that because of the condition. Honestly, don't know. I'm not really that big into selling my bags. You all know that. But part of me would just want to sell it so I can get a replacement one that's like better condition. And anytime I see like caviar rectangular minis, I really want to snap one up. But I just can't justify spending that amount of money twice on the same bag. It just feels kind of ludicrous. But because of the color of this, you know, it's got like the true like gold hardware here. And because it's a beige bag, I wear this bag all the time. I take it with me on every single vacation I go on because I try to minimize the number of bags I bring. And this one works for so many different scenarios. So this has been a workhorse of a bag, but she also looks like a workhorse. Like she's been around the block. So that's that one. But that rounds out my entire Chanel handbag collection video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the bags and hearing all the stories, you know, how I got them, what I love, what I don't, you know, it's just fun to kind of like go down memory lane and share that with you all. But also, please let me know if you'd like to see the rest of my Chanel collection. So if you want to see like all of my clothes, all of my shoes, things like that, I would love to film that for you. And also, if you'd like to see my entire handbag collection. I just don't know if people still want to see it or not. So if you do, please let me know down in the comments below. It'll be a big video to film, but I'm happy to film it for you all if you would like that. But thank you all so much for watching this video. Please let me know what were your favorite bags from the collection. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm always curious to hear because everyone likes something a little different. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I would really love it if you could just give this video a little like. See a little thumbs up down in the corner below. And if you haven't already, what are you doing? You need to subscribe to my channel so that way you can get all my latest content about all things shopping delivered straight to you. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Lily and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye everyone.